With deep sadness, we regret to announce the passing of Elind Stephen Antoine, also known as Chupap or Papier, who passed away at his residence in Sarat on Monday, 1st January 2024 at approximately 5:40 a.m. He was 76 years old. He was predeceased by his wife, May Antoine, also known as Mame or Marilyn, a resident of Sarat, his son, Jimmy Antoine of Sarat. Left to mourn one daughter, Jana Antoine in Sarat, four sons, Osman Antoine, also known as Kokoi, bartender at Sandals Le Toc, residing in Sarat, Dave Sonny, employed of the Landings Hotel, resident of Barce Joseph Laquamengo, Sheffield Antoine, also known as Ryston, stand heavy equipment operator of Sarat. Adopted sons, Sixtus Leons, also known as Yaba, and family, tradesman of Sarat, Lester Byron, also known as Bax, and family employed with Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Godchildren, Susan Edmonds, who is also his niece, residing in Canada. Grandchildren, Jenna Antoine, student nurse at the South of the West Community College, residing in Sarat. Chanel Antoine, student at the Donatas School, residing in Sarat. Chauvel Antoine, registered nurse at the OKEU Hospital, a resident of Sarat. Natoya Antoine of Sarat, employed with SNS Castries. Chauvin Antoine of Sarat. Ryan Antoine in France. Rihanna Antoine in St. Martin. Osric Antoine, residing in Sarat. Odell Antoine of Sarat, student at the Sir Ira Simmons Secondary School. Jim Antoine of Grand Riviere Dennery, employed of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Jamila Antoine of Grand Riviere Dennery, student of the Mico Secondary School. Jermaine Manas, residing at Bois d'Orange. Adopted grandchildren, Charlene Felix of Bizet. Carissa Richard of Bon Séjour Groselet, employed with Blue Waters. Nilvia Richard of Corinth, employed with Windjammer Hotel. Citus Edmonds in Canada. Quintus Leos of Sarat, student of the Bexar Infant School. Great-grandchildren, Naquan Smith of Sarat. Carrie Noel of Bois d'Orange. Sisters, Justina Favre, also known as Beryl. Marie Augustine, also known as Tiffy, both of Sarat. Sybil Edmonds of Sarat, employed with the South Louis Community College. Brothers, Raphael Edmonds, also known as Julian, or Speed Farmer of Sarat. Antonius Edmonds, also known as Ardor of Wavin Poisson. Daughters-in-law, Samantha Antoine, also known as Dudouon of Sarat, employed with the St. Lucia National Mental Wellness Center. Shoma Octave, also known as Sharenda, residing in Sarat. Sandy Sonny, employed with the Foundation Preschool. Adopted daughters-in-law, Sylvia Leons, also known as TT of Sarat, who was also his cousin and his helper at home. Don Toussaint and family in Sarat. Son-in-law, Wayne Carrington in London. Sister-in-law, Catherine Edmonds, also known as Drusilla of Sarat. Brother-in-law, Sylvanus Augustine, also known as Cecil, of Sarat, employed with Ika. Nieces, Petra Gerard, also known as Effie, and family in the U.S. Katina Simei and family in Martinique, Dalilia Johnny in Canada, Crystal Edmond residing in Canada, Kimberly Simon in the UK, Jasmine Girard. Nephews: Nigel Simei and family of Sarat employed with Buckeye, Chester Simei and family, Dune Favrier residing in Germany, William Edmonds in Canada, Lalon Edmonds, also known as Ebby in Canada, Dale Augustine in Canada, Colonel Augustine of Sarat employed with the cruise ship, Bangu of Sarat, Jervis Augustine of Sarat now residing in the U.S., C.J. Edmonds of Sarat employed with the cruise ship, Johnson Edmonds also known as Sikilam of Sarat, Calvin Irvin and Jervin Girard of the U.S. Close girlfriend Jermaine Maximin residing in the U.S. Grand nieces and nephews: Angela Edmonds, Jorani Edmonds also known as Ojiani, Ezroy Edmonds also known as Devonte, Calixtus Edmonds also known as Extus, all of Canada, Adonai Edmonds of Sarat, Claire Edmonds of Canaries. Close relatives: deceased family Edison Charles and family of Bexon, Arto James and family of Jackmel, Sabu and family of Cooliton Marigot. Also left to mourn: close relatives Anthea Daniel and family of Sarat, Sybil and family in the U.S., Alan Charles and family of Bexon, Evans Anthony and family of Castries, Albertha Anthony and family in the UK, Celine and family in the US, Esther Sorante and family in Martinique, Uriata Willie and family in Martinique, Tuwood Etienne and family of Granovier Dennery, Ethelyn Vidal and family in Bardeny, Marie James also known as Duo residing in Sarat, also his help at home, Tama James of Sarat, Armand James of Sarat, Rosalind Byron of Vanna, Juliana Mann also known as Julie and family of Sarat, Christian James also known as Arto of Sarat. Close friends: Maria also known as Marie and husband residing in Sandy Fe, Clive of Wavin Poisson, George Charles, minibus driver on the Morne bus stand residing at Leclerc, Leo Ellick, also known as Bobo, a farmer of Sarat, Placid and his brother John of Mark, Solomon and family, Yor and family from Vanna, Gregory Charles from Sarat, Flavin from Mabia Valley, Julian Jeremy, also known as Fatso, and family of Sarat, Felicia Octave of Sarat, Janice Joseph and family of Marigot, Louisa James, also known as Catherine in the UK, Mandy Bruno and family of Rivière Mitamonshi, employed with Massey Supermarket, Alita and Roy of Bardeny, Narcissus Paul of Lague Babonneau, Walter, also known as Coupe and his wife of Millet, Eldris in Canada, Hubert Augustine and family in London, Clayton Albert and family in Balata, Mado Albert in the UK, Maria Simon, also known as Eflin and family of Sarat, Raphael Felix of Sarat, Hubert Leons, also known as Bar of Sarat, Michael Sherbin, also known as Mike, and wife Henrietta, also known as Mimin and family, all of Sarat, Rose Octave, also known as Paula and family in Barbados, Simeon Alfred, also known as Monk of Sarat, Pamela Jones, also known as Sikuli of Barbados, Cleas Gervais, also known as Fire of Sarat, Cyprian Chitoli, also known as Black of V4, Maria and husband of Sante Fe, Jacob and his wife in the U.S., Lucretia and husband Collymore of Laborie, Moline and her husband in Martinique, Yellow from Wavin Poisson. Best friends: Mr. John and family in London, Leonard Clark of Sarat, Unita Clark, also known as Mayun or Inta of Sarat, Romanus of Wavin Poisson, Mark from Vanna, Lucius Charles of St. Croix, Harry from Jacmel, Sherland from Vanna, Lydia Monrose, also known as Letitia, from Boaden Jacmel, Melinda Alec of Sarat, his helpers at home, Jane Clark James of Sarat, employed with the South Louis Community College, Helena Clark Alfred, employed with the OKE Hospital, Jermaine William, Estelyn Phillip, all of Sarat, Patricia Cox, also known as Tourist of Sarat. Also left to mourn the Antoine family of Sarat and Dennervia Dennery, the Etienne family of Goavin, the Byron family of Goavin and Vanna, the Gopal family of Dare Montville, Cooleytown and Boaden Jacmel, the Vaval family of Deriso, the Charles family of Bexon, the Anthony family of Castries, the Clark family, both here and abroad, the Dixon family, both here and abroad, the Laos family, both here and abroad, the Albert family here and abroad, the entire Sarat community, the James family here and abroad. The funeral service for the late Elind Stephen Antoine, also known as Chupap or Papier, will be held at the Varna Seventh-day Adventist Church on Sunday, 11 February 2024 at 2:30 p.m., and then the body will be laid to rest at the Jacmel Cemetery. The family kindly ask everyone attending the funeral service to wear a touch of green. The body of the late Elind Stephen Antoine, also known as Chupap or Pape, now lies at Rambally's Funeral Parlor, Calvary Road, Castries. Fly high with the angels, Pap. You will surely be missed. Rest in perfect peace.